everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Dance Talk Realness, a podcast where we discuss all nuances concerning education and dance, because the dance experience is an experience worth talking about. I'm your host, Truly B. I'm here with my awesome, as usual, co-host, Daryl P. A.
Hey.
And today we are welcoming you into the holiday season. Those who know me know that I'm usually a Grinch, which is fine. Saw a meme where it was like, just a reminder that the Grinch didn't really hate Christmas. He just hated people. And I'm like, that's a mood. So I'm doing my best to see if we can get through the month of December with me being at least semi-festive. So let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Hey, today's quote is from Nelson Mandela. And he says, "I never lose. I either win or learn." And I'm like, yes, awesome. All right, so today, as our first holiday-themed episode, we're going to talk about gifts for dancers. I have it broken down into two categories. One definitely has more on it because you can tell which one I'll be shopping in the most. But we have low to mid and then mid to high. Hint, hint, I'll be on low to mid because... But most of these things are, I think that they will be appropriate for any age dancer. Feel free to toss some in for specific age groups, but I was trying to at least give some blanket statement ones. And that way, if anyone is like, there's a dancer in my life who I need to pick up something for, but I don't know quite what to get, then at least we give them some general things that should land pretty well. But let's see. So one of the first things I have on here that I have it in low to mid, it might be mid to high. I'm not really quite sure. I ain't checked these prices. But, and like I'm going to say something similar later, but these specifically dance socks. So specifically the ones that are made for the intent of like supporting a dancing foot, not just like the cute ones, but they serve the purpose. Now, I do know on the younger end, studios at least, some, or depending upon the class, you wouldn't be able to wear them. But I think older, like maybe high school, depending upon where you are, and college, and of course professionally, you'd have more use out of them. I only know of one brand really. They're not a sponsor, so I don't know if I should shout them out like that. One of my friends, they sponsor her, and so
her
podcast. Yeah. So. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. Okay, we'll see what happens.
But
I think they're probably in like the mid to high, I would think.
Yeah.
They're becoming kind of a name. Like I think what they do is very specialized to them, and so they can, they can charge that kind of that high price.
Yeah.
Really doing that specific thing. But it seems like for the dance teacher, if you want like a treat yourself gift, I think they will give you, if it's the same company, the one that will give you a free pair. So if you want to like treat yourself to like a free gift.
Shut up, for real?
I think so, yeah. If you sign up, they'll give you a free pair of these socks.
I'm on the website right now.
Okay.
Like, let me find. Let me treat myself.
I don't know if they're. I don't know if they're mid to high. I would guess that they are, but I don't know for sure.
Well, they have a wide variety. I mean, I'll just say it because people want to know.
Yeah.
I assume Apollo Performance.
Mm-hmm.
And their website is apolloperformance.com.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
There is a serious variety of these things. So it's not just like your average sock.
Mm-hmm.
Um, like they have open heel and toes, the low profile, which is basically like an anklet,
Mm-hmm.
below calf, kind of like a crew sock, mid thigh. I think that's a warmer. I don't see a foot on that. And the infinite mid calf. I feel like the infinite is like the black socks that every single person was wearing for like a brick, like that type of length
Mm-hmm.
and look.
Yeah.
Trying to click on prices. Let's see. So, for example, okay, $30 a pair. All right, let's go mid to high. let's
That's
let's,
yeah.
let's shift categories. Let's
Yeah.
move that on over.
Yeah.
But I'm looking at the Jewel Shock, which is the open heel, open toe.
Mm-hmm.
And there are 5 different color options. So you're not being locked into, you can only have black, or you can only have a version of nude, because people be saying nude and it don't be nude for everybody. But I will say they have 3 nudes, which is more than a lot of people.
Right.
Which is
What
unfortunate, but they have, well, they call them nude 1, nude 2, and nude 3.
Okay.
I guess that's the
interesting. I wonder. Yeah. That's a whole nother topic, I guess. Yeah.
Like, I'm looking at the color sample of 1, 2, and 3. Let me tell you, none of these are mine. But I can see how I 100% fall in between 2 of these. But this is definitely a step in the right direction. So that is greatly appreciated.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, there's a lot. Child, ain't nothing under this 30. Oh, wait. Oh, nope, that's a mask. Never mind. They also have a dance gift card. So
and they start at 30.
That so far, that is what I am seeing. Yeah.
Okay.
But not mad at it. From what my friend who has been sponsored by them, I don't know if she still is, but I know definitely was for a while. I trust her judgment. Mm-hmm. She wouldn't partner with someone who is like trash. So, like you said, it's already a niche market. Mm-hmm. And if you do what you do well, then you can charge what you want, basically.
Right.
Of which, if they last long and are really supportive, then you know what? I'm not too mad at the 30. Mm-hmm. Because then I'm gonna get my money's worth out of them.
Right.
All right. Yay. I like that. I'm gonna keep that page open on the side there, because low key about to see if I can get me a pair. Like, yes, teaching life. Please gift me things. All right. So the next thing, again, I placed this in low to mid. It can go high. Mm-hmm. I'm not good at judging prices, clearly, as we can see. Shoes and tights. So on the tights end, I think you would stay within the low to mid. Even when you get like the better quality, which, please, if you're buying someone dance tights, number one, please actually get dance tights, not stockings. 100% not control tops. Please don't get those. Don't do that. And get the good quality ones. Like, yeah, I know they sell some for $5, but also they're going to have holes and runs in those immediately. Right. Go ahead and spend the 12 to 15, usually, like ballpark, for the better ones. And I want to say Capezio usually is my go-to. It's Capezio and it's someone else.
Dance. What is it? How do you say that? Dance.
DANCA. Is that it? Is it that one?
Or a K? Isn't it like a K?
Child. And let me tell you how I think those are the ones that my child has. And I'm just like, I can describe what the package looks like. But there's only like a few that I'm like.
Dance skin, but maybe that's just shoes.
I know, I ought to make her go bring me a pair of tights, but she might still be in school.
Oh, no,
that might be rude.
Never mind. That's not what I'm thinking about. That's another type of brand of shoe. Maybe what did you say? DANC?
CA?
I mean, it's a type of shoe, but anyhow, go. Yeah.
But when I tell you this research should have happened prior to this moment, it's fine. And this is the real part of this. We be this.
That's of realness. Yeah.
But yeah, definitely that splurge is worth it. The higher end tights will last, especially when you have the younger dancers who manage to always tear tights up. Like it's like they eat them. I don't know what happens there.
Right.
But the higher end ones definitely is worth it. Now shoes though, that's gonna run you mid to high. For a lot of them. The babies.
Something that's good. For something that's good quality that you want to last.
Yes.
Like 3 months.
Exactly.
Because I have purchased for like some dance teams stuff where, you know, when you have a team that's spending hundreds of dollars or thousands of dollars, you know, sometimes, you know, you kind of buy cheaper things to compensate for the fact that something else you can't buy anywhere else, so it has to be expensive. So I've done some pretty cheap shoes, and like 3 months or 4 months into them wearing them, there's holes at the bottom of their slip-on shoes, or like their shoe is starting to talk to them, basically.
Yes.
Like one of my dancers. Yeah, she only had the shoes for maybe 2 to 3 months, and there was a hole in them. So anyhow, I say all that to say, you gotta go pretty good, like pretty expensive to get a good quality shoe.
Yeah, like with the babies, it's okay to kind of like how.
Yeah.
Is Payless even still a thing? First of
all, Payless closed.
I am still distraught about that.
Right. Let me tell you, that used to, there are so many times when like dancers would be like, I don't know what they would be like, I can't find I lost my other pair of like tan jazz shoe, or I lost my black. Like, how do you lose one? Like,
at least lose them both. Lose that whole pair.
Lose both of them, but you're like, I just can't find one. Or they'd be like, I have one black and one tan.
Like, no, baby. What we're not doing.
Or they would like somehow they'd get them mixed up and be like, well, somehow I have 2 left. And I'm like, well, somebody's walking around here with 2 right. Like, who? I don't know. And then it's like, yeah. So anyhow, Payless used to be my lifesaver. Like, quick, let me go spend this $20, if that. Yeah. And buy these shoes real quick. And sometimes they'd be real sketchy on like the sizes they would have, but anyhow, no longer a thing.
That makes me sad. Like I used to I would let them slide with the jazz shoes, not the ballet slippers. Like I was like, please buy some real ones. I was like, because just like regular ballet slip, I had the preference though for the canvas split soles. And I'm like, that's what y'all gonna wear. We're not doing the full bottom. Like that's for like age 2 and 3. Right. After that, split soles.
Right.
But I want to say usually ballet slippers aren't that expensive.
No.
So I'm like, you can just go buy those at the dance store, like.
Right. Or online.
Yeah, I would say or online.
I don't know if we're supporting. I mean, Amazon doesn't.
They not gonna sponsor me or you. They gonna look at us and be like, that was nice.
Yeah.
Thanks for more business. You're great.
For more business.
That's it. Right. We ain't gonna get nothing. It's cool. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I will say though, when speaking of, since we're talking about like something like this, like shoes, you want to be very specific on the brand and how the brand runs, because like I have bought, oh my God, it was such a fiasco. I was buying, I think I told you about the story of me having to buy ballet slippers for my dancers, because somebody told me that if they were going to go to class, they all needed to be in ballet slippers.
Yes. Oh, I remember that.
And I was like, how are you spending money out of my budget? And they said, well, your supervisor has a budget. like, oh, let me forward this email to her right now to let her know that you have a budget.
Like, you got this? Because they said you got this.
They said you got this. So
thank you. I appreciate you. Thanks.
So we went through the whole fiasco of ordering these shoes. And so it was like, we did one brand and they were like, boom, 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 pow, got it. And then I don't know what happened, but she was like, oh, I think I was trying to buy some like fairly expensive ones. I won't say cheap. They were inexpensive. And so they sold out of like a bunch of the sizes that I needed. She was like, okay, let's scratch that. Let's go with this other one. So when we went to this other one, she was like, oh, well, we gotta go a whole different size chart. So like it was like a student might have been like a 9 and a 9.5 women. So they were like, okay, so they're gonna be like a 5. Like it was kind of like a 5.5. Yeah, it was weird how these ran. Yeah.
But why would you do that?
I don't know. But it was like, I was like, why? Doing this. And then I had 2 guys and they're like, okay, what are their shoe size? I'm like, well, one's like a 10. They're like, okay, he's gonna be like us an 8. You know what I mean? So I'm having to like keep up with like, okay, you were a 6. Okay, so you're gonna be a 4. And I had like, and I think that was actually like the first set of shoes. And then, and I think when I switched over to another company, like the sizes all went up. Like instead of it being like 2 sizes down, it went to like a size and a half up. So I say that to say, like, if you are buying and gifting shoes, know what that person's shoe size is, and know whether or not the company is like, if they run big or if they run small, because you'll be sending them back.
And also their return policy, because if them shoes don't fit, see if you can exchange them.
Right,
hopefully.
Exactly.
Yeah. I know usually, like, if you haven't like done anything in them yet, you should be okay. But to your point, yes, you need to know what size they definitely wear. And also shoes, like tap shoes. Oh, there's a range. You can get the $20 pair, or you can get the $200 pair. Right. There's some in between that. And maybe other people can't hear it, but you can hear the difference. It just sounds fuller.
Yeah.
Well, and crisp.
I also think too that, like, because I have a pair of the $20 pair.
We're not going to talk about the ones I've had since high school that were a $20 pair, and I will still wear them.
Yeah. But my $20
I'm not about
pair. I mean, I don't know, because I've not owned any that were $200, but I obviously have been around and seen the $200 one. Like when Quinn came and did a thing, and I'm just like, I know those are like.
Yes. Like,
girl, you gotta tell me, but
yes.
I know you paid a good penny for those. But you can tell just even the way the taps sit in the front and the back, like you could just kind of tell that, like, you can just tell the quality is just different.
Yes. I would highly recommend
like doing like a toe on like the $20 pair. Like I'm hitting like my actual toe.
You're right though. That is true.
Like the tap on the toe. Like why am I hitting my toe on here? Yeah, like you could tell that it's the way they're lined up ain't quite as great as.
Yes. I definitely recommend, if they are new to tap, or not not like deep in the trenches. It's okay to go on that towards the lower end of the spectrum.
Right.
Like my kids have, oh my God, I'm still bitter. Their shoes are more expensive than mine. And I was like, oh. And I mean, but legit, when you hear the sound, you'd be like, you're right. You also sound better than me. However, they've been tapping for years. They're in a performance company. So I'm like, okay. And it was a requirement this last go around that they were like, yeah, but we need everyone to have the same quality of shoe. So you get this brand or this one, pick. And it was like, oh, Jesus.
Brand or this one? Was there like a this price, or was it like this brand or this brand?
There was a price difference, but it was not enough.
Okay. Not enough to justify, like, if I'm gonna buy this,
yes,
might as well just buy that.
Yeah. And I was like, yeah. So my kids out here with the fancy ass shoes, and I'm just like, I got my $20 pair. And then I also have a pair that I think usually runs around $80 or so, but I got it for free. And so I'm happy.
Yeah.
they're my favorite pair because they were free. And they sound better than my 20, and it's fine. So I'm like, oh. But that 20, let me tell you, I've had them since high school. This is my first pair of tap shoes, and I will still wear them.
Yeah.
It'd be the struggle. There's no support in those shoes, but
no,
they also serve my purpose.
Right. And I bought them because that was my very first pair of tap shoes. I told you my story, didn't tap until that workshop with Quinn. I was like, I'm buying tap shoes.
It's a whole new world.
Yes.
Like, I love it.
Shuffle ball change.
Yes. That shuffle ball change will get you there every time.
Every time. But yeah, no. I don't know if you had this on here, but speaking of shoes, what came to mind also kind of like I don't know what I was trying to look them up to see it's like they almost look like little snow boots.
Like, yeah.
Like the cute little shoe that you wear like in between, like when you're walking from class.
Yeah, the little, what are those called?
They're like little boots.
My kids have those. What
are they called?
Like little dance booties or something.
Yeah.
But they like to keep your ankles and stuff warm in between. Yeah, that would be good too. And oh my God, they were so pressed to get them. I was so over it. Oh my God, I was so over it. Both of them. And so she got a pink and black pair to match her company tracksuit, and he got the all black to match his. I'm just like, I'm like, y'all better wear them forever. I don't care if your feet grow.
Now what is that? I never bought any.
Well, my sister-in-law actually bought them for them, I think. I'm pretty sure I did not buy those. But I want to say, when I look, they're not that expensive. They're not. I wouldn't place. They're under 50. The ones I've seen. The ones I've seen have been like in the 20 to 30 range. So they're not bad.
Okay.
And they're very roomy. From what we saw, like she got them those maybe 2 Christmases ago. I think she might be able to still fit hers. He can still fit his.
Okay.
So I'm like, he got them through pretty far. But now they're both getting kind of to that like growth spurt situation, like for real. And I'm like, oh, we'll buy you some when you hit 18.
Yeah.
When you're an adult, we'll try this again. We'll run it back, but I'm not buying you these again. But yeah, no, those would be nice. And they like them. And like, oh my God, all the kids wear them. It used to drive me insane because I'm like, is your ankle warm though? I'm being a hater.
But don't they have like is it like some type of like, is there like some type of strap that's on them? Like, do they kind of like, do they like kind of compress around the ankle? I feel like when I look at them, like either they compress around like the mid arch, or they're like something, you know what I mean? Like they feel like they're fitted.
Like the ones I've seen the most, it's not a belt or a tie, but they kind of cinch in
Yeah, but where does the cinch?
They cinch in around the ankle, and then at the top there was like a little adjustable drawstring.
Okay, okay.
So, I mean, maybe it's keeping their ankles warm.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't
I'm
know.
being a hater. It's fine. Just living my life over here.
And I have a. It's not the same thing, but I have a pair that is kind of like they're woven though. It's a woven pair that a friend of mine and I bought back in the day from this dance store in Texas. But they have like a canvas bottom. I don't know what the bottom of those are, and they're like a rubber or something.
The ones we have are like, oh my God, it's the same material everywhere. And kids will be walking outside. I'm like, y'all gonna tear those up.
Yeah.
It is not a reinforced sole.
No, not at all. Mine have like the canvas is kind of starting to pool, and it's not something you want to go around in like something wet. But anyhow, I have a similar pair, but they're not as cool, and they definitely don't keep your ankle warm.
Yeah. I think the woven ones are cuter.
The woven ones are cute. Because
So
they came in like all cute. Yeah. All of different colors. So.
Like, see, I would prefer those. My ankle can be cold. It's fine. I'll warm up again. It's fine.
Yeah.
All right. So, let's see. Actually, these two things can be grouped. So, dance themed / personalized items. I have an echo. Am I echoing to you?
For me, there's like a delay, but it's fine.
Okay.
So no, it's fine. Yeah.
I don't know what to touch. And like it just started.
Oh,
it's weird. I don't know what to touch. I'm not gonna touch nothing. It's fine. Sorry to all viewers and listeners. Apologies. I don't know how to fix it. So we'll move it back. Maybe I'm too close. Maybe it's feedback. I don't know. We're gonna do that. That might always be right here, but I'm gonna leave it be.
Yeah.
Okay, so personalized items. Some examples I have are like dance themed socks. So not the same as the socks we were talking about earlier. But like the little cute ones that say dance and have pictures of dancers on them, or like ballet slippers or whatever the hell's on them. Blankets, bottles, duffel bags, shirts. Oh no, there's options.
I love the duffel bag. It's always cute.
Man, I think this girl, she's had at least 2 or 3. She has like, oh my God, like the huge ones that are like suitcases that you can like, they have like the racks. She has one of those with her name in crystals on it. I was like, oh, you're going to use that until you go to college.
Yeah.
Because that was an investment. And then he was talking about he wanted one. I'm like, no. You said you're not going to dance long. Why am I going to pay for that?
Right.
No, if you were telling me like, yeah, I'm gonna dance all the way at least through high school, then I would buy it. I was like, but you said you were gonna stop, so you use this good old garment bag. Be thankful.
Yeah.
You're raggedy though, but it's okay. I'm trying to be a positive person. But
I think like maybe even like water bottles. I don't know if you said that. Like little that. What are other personalized things I think I've gotten a purchase for? I'm stuff and I'm like, oh, that's old. Like nobody does like a keychain. Nobody's like, oh, thanks for this keychain with my name on it with the dancer.
I'd appreciate it.
I would too. I would like a keychain with my name with a dancer on it. Yeah. I think it's really What's your take on like things being like screen printed or embroidered or like blinged out stuff? Do you have a preference? Like for gifting and for getting?
For getting, definitely not bling.
I'm gonna say I don't feel like you don't strike me as a bling out person.
It's so girly, and I'm like, oh. And she loves it. We're so the opposite. I'm like, ugh. I could be down for like the screen print for sure. Mm-hmm. Embroider, depends on what it is.
Yeah,
definitely. Rhinestones.
Yeah.
No, of which hilariously.
Right, love it.
I keep doing it. I keep doing it, but I'm like, this is about the extent of what I can handle.
Right.
Like we'll do this one little nail. That's all we get.
Yeah.
But a whole shirt or outfit, I don't want that.
There used to be, oh my God, I had these two cheerleaders when I was coaching cheer back in the day. They were sisters, or they are sisters still. They used to like it, and it used to kind of frustrate me. But then I kind of thought, well, whatever, I don't care. They purchased it, so like we would buy like a team warm-up suit, and without failure, their mom would take that warm-up suit and go bling it out. And I'm just like,
I hate it.
I hate it. Because like now, like, okay, so y'all are the ones with bling. Everybody else just has the regular old screen print or embroider of it, which is fine. Because like I said, they paid for it. I mean, I can't really control exactly what they do with it. It was fine. Or even like they got Letterman jackets blinged out. Have you ever seen a blinged out? Yeah.
No.
Like, so like how their name is on the back, rhinestone, the outside of the name. And it's like sometimes when you bling stuff too much, first of all, when you're actually using the actual rhinestones, sometimes it's so bulky that like you lose like what it actually says on the actual thing. And then like when you do like the glitter screen print, like I feel like it doesn't last as long. Like as soon as you wash it and you dry it, it's either like now it's scrunched up because it's like it's like that plastic. What do you call the applique? That's what it's called. Like it's that applique that like it doesn't really wash well or dry well, or you get it where it's glitter and it's just all over your shit.
That has happened in my house way too many times. And I'm just like all the glitter.
Why glitter on this shirt that has no glitter? It's because you watch
glitter.
I have had that happen before where you washed it and then it's glitter. I even have a shirt that has like a glitter applique on there because I got it at a dance convention, and then of course everything is all like bling out for the dance director, right? And so, but luckily, like this one actually, I would say the quality of where it's like the shimmer applique is actually, it hasn't lifted, it doesn't like shed glitter, and it actually still is pretty glittery. But I'm like you, I mean, I don't want that.
It's like, I don't like it. All right. So we are actually going to do a part 2.
Okay, yeah.
I just checked the time. I was like, oh, there's a whole nother meeting. Lord, I don't be paying no attention. Clearly, I do not. But I think we have given a pretty good amount of majority low to mid. Some are a little bit mid to high because truly don't know how to tell prices for real. It's okay though. But some good options. Next time we will have the high end situations, which if you are able, I think these are great options, especially if it's an older dancer that you know they're like really about this life, things that have really helped them to grow as a dancer and to perfect their craft.
Right. And also, even some are in there probably like keepsakes too. Like,
yes. Oh, yes.
Like, because I noticed, I think didn't you just purchase something that was kind of a keepsake too? And you were like, didn't you purchase?
Did I?
Or maybe they were just. Didn't the princess get? Or maybe they were for her actually too. The point shoes?
Yeah, no. They for her to use, child.
Oh, okay.
That's a whole situation right there. Side note to people, they sell point shoes on Amazon. Don't buy them. Take that child to an actual store to make sure to get size, to make sure the fit is correct, because they have people there specifically for that purpose. Don't buy them shoes off Amazon. Don't do it. Don't do it. It ain't worth it.
Yeah.
Yo, it was a pair up there for like $25, I think, and I was like, I should buy these. And even she was like, nah, why would you? Like, even she had the sense to be like, don't do that. Don't do that. Marcina was like, don't do that to her. And I'm like, fine. I'm just saying, though. Like 25. But yeah, no, don't do that. Don't do that.
You're like, these will be your practice point shoes.
Like, no, not about to break an ankle in my house. No, we shan't. You will not put that on me. No, thank you. Thank you all for joining us here yet again at Dance Talk Realness. If you have any questions, comments, observations, anything you would like to hear us talk about, let us know. Drop us a line. And we look forward to bringing you the second half of this list next week with our mid to high things and fresh new content. We'll see you then. Bye.